So, any questions before we go on any further? So it's basically going to be open up to Q&A, and then we'll just wrap up some training stuff. But any questions so far about, yeah?
Is there anything preventing someone from just doing everything by themselves rather than have investors and team? I mean,
finances. I mean, you can take bank loans. There's many ways to start a business. The way I started Cybation, part of the ways is, you do it organic. You do it with money and you invest, and you make some, you reinvest, you make some, you reinvest. It's a longer process, but a lot of people want that quick bang. They want to just, doing this. Investors make it easier because, I mean, you got that seed money. But I have a theory about investors. It's too easy. You almost have to pay your dues to make it work. Most businesses, in my industry at least, that start out with investor capital fail long term. Because investors, they believe in this utopia of awesomeness, where you just start returning on your investment immediately, right? And they expect, like, for example, Instone. They're out of business. I don't think they could sue me for non-disclosure. We had Gorse Technology. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. They're a multi-billion-dollar investment group in the tech industry. Gorse Technology, one of my associates went to them, by the way, and said, we're getting $1 million PO from GNC. This kind of word kind of fell out. I'm like, dude, it was on payout, it was on consignment. So while we got that $1 million PO from GNC, we didn't have the brand legs to get it moving. Actually, any idiot can sell a product on the shelf. To actually get a consumer to buy it off the shelf, that's the hard part. So what happened was they had all this product shipped to GNC. What do you think happened 5 months later when it didn't sell? It all came back. And you're sitting on at our cost about $600K in inventory. They're not going to sell that through other channels. That's a big loss. But they had to do that to show the board that they were going to hit those numbers. A board gives you artificial numbers that they want you to hit. If you don't hit it, you're getting fired as a CEO. So the CEO made that call. I was against it. They're out of business. So investors, normally my experience is, it can work, but I think there's something to be said about just digging your heels in the ground and just doing work. When we had bad times back in the day at my own car, not bad times, we weren't turning profit enough, I got in my car, a little Toyota Corolla, I drove across the country, talked to anyone who would listen about how branch chains work in the body. And with that, created a category. It wasn't like throwing ads in the magazine. That's the easy way to do when you have investor money. But there was something said about getting in there and getting your nails dirty. You know what I mean? It builds character. It ruins relationships. Any other questions before I move on? Okay, so again.
To answer this question, I've seen people do boot camps, okay, where you're a fitness specialist and you'll put an ad in a local paper or maybe staple stuff to some company wall. And you'll say, look, meet me at the park at 3 o'clock, bring a jump rope, a yoga mat, and wear your spandex. And they pay $25. So I've seen that sort of initiative startup. Okay? You can do that. What you're not covering yourself is the people who will pay you have money, and if they get hurt, they have money to sue you. And that's where you're not covered with liability. So to answer this question, you can do it in a lot of ways. It kind of depends what level you want to do it, what you grow. You're never going to grow with that model. You make money here and there, and you do things because you're passionate about it, but you're going to build a business, not with that model.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's a litigious society, and you're in a very litigious field. So that's why. Wow, that was a great thing. You gave me the greatest segue ever. I didn't even plan that. What do I recommend for you? Finish university. Finish school. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Get part-time jobs. Work. Spend your time working. I understand it's college, and you're sowing your oats, you're doing your thing, and going out, hitting the clubs. Although I drove through farmland the whole way, I don't know where the clubs would be around here. What do you guys do around here? Like tip cows for fun? Jeez. I just moved from North Carolina. I can't really say anything, can I? You know what? Internships. Internships are awesome. My wife did hers at J.D. Power & Associates, which, they do all the car ratings. Great experience. And it led to her literally within a year after graduating, being a VP for a large marketing firm. So I mean, she did very well. With her internship, it gave her that experience. Build that resume. And again, what a degree is now, I mean, I hire people. A degree is just a check mark, as what I see. If you have the credentials, if you have the experience, it's like, oh, you have to have a oh, there's a bachelor's, cool. Or if it's a master's, depending on what you're doing, depending on what field you go into. Get your degree. The bachelor's is the new friggin' diploma. You need it. You just need it. Go on Monster. Everything's like, unless it's a really crappy job, you need a bachelor's. Build your resume, like I said. Work, 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 and work. College, while getting drunk and getting screwed are a part of it. Use it to build your future. Again, you have an opportunity here, and obviously, you gotta have fun, right? But don't start Thursday and end like Sunday. Because I know we always drank on Thursday. I mean, we did our thing out there. That was like party. We went to UC Santa Barbara, which is right up the road. #1 party school. It was great. But you also got to realize that it's a lot of money to go here, right? It's like, what, a couple grand a year?
Just you go to UC Santa Barbara.
Yes, it is. That's how I went down the road. You know, here's the thing: is that it's a very opportune time. You're spending a lot of money. You're investing in your future. Get everything you can out of this. Also, some of your professors are the smartest people ever. You'll know it like 10 years later. Looking back, like, man, that dude was smart. Take advantage of it. Talk to them, bug them, get in their face, ask them questions, because they're going to give you valuable lessons about what you can do later on. And again, you might not know until you're like my age, which I'm not much older than him. But anyway, you know, you might not know until you're later. Now, I was making fun of you. Pay attention. So you might not know until later, but you're going to meet some really good people. I always recommend starting. Don't come out of college like, yes, start my own thing. Some people can do that successfully. I believe Bill Gates is one. You're not Bill Gates. You'd have dropped out of college a long time ago if you were Bill Gates. Here's the thing you do. The best thing I ever did was when I worked for Weaver, is that I was able to meet with every company and see what they did wrong and see what they did right. And you learn from their mistakes and what they do well. And that's what you need to do. Don't just start and just go boom, straight into it. Because for example, when people call me and go, hey, I want to start a business. I want to hire you as a consultant. All right, who are the 2 main distributors in our industry? They can't answer that. How the hell are they going to sell their product? And so you need to learn your industry. And what better way to do that than have someone pay you to learn it and do a job at the same time. Build your contacts. Networking is everything. Your Rolodex is everything. Every time you meet somebody, if you're sitting at Starbucks doing your laundry, whatever, and you meet somebody in your field or even not, keep that contact. You never know who's going to be what in life. I have a lot of those in my life who are like, I can't believe he's doing that. Like my buddy James, I hired at Weeder, a long time ago. We worked together at Weeder. He owns BPI. It's a big ass company. All right? He was stupid when I knew him. He's still stupid. I have no clue how the hell he did that. No, but I mean, here's the thing is that a lot of my friends, where we were young, we were getting our footing in the industry, they've gone on to great things. My other friend who was in my wedding is the VP of Muscle Tech. You know, it's like, I feel like the underachiever of the bunch. It's like, wow, that sucks. So I mean, you know, here's the thing. Take advantage of the contacts you make. Use this time to network. Go to as many of those boring luncheons as you can. Trust me on this. And again, find you. What is your position? Why are you different? What are you passionate about? And the key is, this is the main key that I saved for the end. How do I monetize this? How do I make money on this? Is my dream, maybe not, how am I going to pay my bills doing this? Everybody wants a dream. You know, I thought I'd be in the NBA in 8th grade. Then I stopped growing. I'm still the same damn height as I was in 8th grade. So, I mean, here's the thing. You got to find ways to monetize your dream. And find ways, hey, you're in a business where you can literally help people, save their lives. If it is exercise science or whatever you're doing, you're in a very, very great position to help people. You can do something where you can go home at night and say, you know what? I made the world a better place today, and I'm also paying my mortgage. That's how I feel every day. I answer over 700 emails a day. And most of them, 600 of them, people will never spend a dime with me. They might buy some supplements here and there. But at the end of the day, you know what? I'm giving back, and the industry's been really good to me. And you'll find that the more good deeds you do, the more it comes back to you. I know, karma, fate, whatever. It just happens that way. So, whoops, backspace. Conclusion. That's it. That's the key conclusion. Positioning, differentiating on all. Q&A, talk about whatever you guys want to do. If you want to go into some training, diet, whatever, I'm here. And that's it. Any questions? Boom!